David and Katie Saltsman are still missing. Do you really think I give a fuck about your pronouns? I don't give a shit what you want to be called. We have pronouns for a reason. They are descriptives. They help to identify an individual. And in that fact, F-A-C-T, fact, your gender and your skin color are just as important as the stylish shoes that you wear and their color, the pants that you wear and their color, the shirt that you wear and its color, the socks that you wear and their color. If you steal from me, if you assault me, if you rape me, those pronouns are the descriptives by which you get busted. If I'm going to be treated like I'm a criminal for saying it's a man dressed like a woman, that's going to be able to pick my predator out of a crowd real fucking quick. When you want to tell me, actually, I'm a woman. No, you're not. I don't care. Are you helping me find David and Katie Saltsman? Are you helping me to turn in sexual predators? Then I don't fucking care about your goddamn pronouns. I have real fucking problems. Real problems. Real problems. Whether or not somebody calls me a he or a she or straight or lesbian makes no fucking difference. None of that finds David and Katie Saltsman. None of that is going to put Ted Bollinger behind bars. None of that is going to put any of my predators behind bars. You want to destroy this entire country over a word or a series of 50 to 100 words that you are now expecting and holding us hostage to force us to comply to your unreasonable fucking demands. You want to be called them, they? When you stop bitching about the them, they, and start focusing on the actual people being actually victimized. Oh my fucking God! We have to stop in the middle of anything that I try to say because you want to reinterpret the entire goddamn English language for me. You are not a goddamn frog. If you help me find David and Katie Saltsman and get them somewhere safe, and you want to be called frog, I'll call you fucking frog. But I'm giving up too much for fucking free for a bunch of groups that don't give a fuck about me. LGBT community calls me straight. Straight community calls me gay. Whatever it is that makes it okay to look away. That was a little too rhymey-dimey for my liking. How about you guys and gals? David and Katie Saltsman are still missing. So all of you he's and she's and them's and they's, all of you frogs and whatever acronym you want to fucking go by, I don't give two shits. I don't give a fuck about your pronouns. You know what trying to please you does? Just makes a big complicated fucking mess of something that's not fucking broken. You know what is fucking broken? All the children who are dying of cancer. Because you want us to pay for you to have your penis removed. All of the real problems that you're looking away from because we're not using the right word to make you happy. Let me tell you something. When I make mention of the fact that when I was 36 years old, 37, I had a whole bunch of these nasty-ass goddamn websites. Never bothered to fact check. Not a single one of them bothered to check any of the facts. They claimed I was 42. I was 37. They didn't even get that right. And you believe everything you're fucking told. You blame men. You don't bother to hear a man's side. You assume his fucking guilt. Hell, even the LGBT community can't agree on who fits. Oh my God, how dare you allow them? They're not real gays. It's not the gay community, it's the LGBT community. You can be straight and still like wearing women's clothing. Look at that beautiful snow. It's not so beautiful when you have to fucking sleep in it. Thank goodness I've got this vehicle here. Still gonna be colder than a cast iron fucking commode on the shady side of an iceberg. This is a real fucking problem, people. This right here is a real fucking problem. Most false accusations come from women. The majority of false accusations come from women. When a man says he's being abused, you should probably fucking listen. Do you know why? Because men don't come forward. We're not allowed. If we do come forward, it's something fucking serious. Whereas every woman in America has been taught that all she has to do is play victim, and we're all expected to line up and give her whatever the fuck she wants. Now we got men who are sick of being fucking treated like that, and they think if they pretend to be a woman, then they have to be treated like a woman. No, if you're an LGBT male who wants to call himself a female, and you sock somebody in the fucking face, you still socked them in the face. You don't get to punch people for free just because you want to pretend you have a vagina. Getting your penis chopped off does not magically make it okay for you to assault people now. Just because we let women get away with it doesn't make it okay. And I'm not going to pretend that it's okay for them. What the fuck makes you think I'm going to say it's magically okay for you when I don't treat men that way or women that way? Neither men or women get special treatment when it comes to assaulting people. So you, whether you identify as a he or a she or a them or a they, that doesn't make it okay. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to people who rape children whether they're straight, gay, lesbian, whether they identify as male or female, or identify as a motherfucking rock. If you abuse people, you're a predator. I abuse people back, I admit, wholeheartedly. Unfortunately, when a man is being victimized, the only way for a homeless and disabled man to be heard is to act like his fucking predators. It's magically wrong then, isn't it? I'm going to tell you something. Those of you from the LGBT community, those of you from the female community, those of you from the men's community, I'm against every single one of you. We should be the human community. We should be more focused on cancer than whether or not you think God did a good job in giving you your parts. We should be doing something about the predators out there abusing us, actually raping people, instead of listening to every woman who didn't get what she fucking wanted, pretending. How many of these web sleuths who pretended that they were going to help me that were women? How many of them, when their boyfriend and them broke up, they wanted to claim that he was gay, claim that he was a cross-dresser, claim that he touched little boys, and then 2 weeks later they're whining and pining because they want him back? We should have the right to face our accusers. We should have the right to show evidence in court. We should have the right to make a police report without being blown off by the police, treated like an actual second-hand citizen. I don't owe you shit for sucking dick. I don't make you suck dick. I don't ask you to suck dick. I don't ask you to munch carpet. What you do in your own fucking bedroom is none of my goddamn business. Stop shoving it in my face as if I fucking owe you. The predators in your community are fond of saying the things that most predators say to people like me. Any excuse will do, won't it? You say, nobody owes you, nobody owes you, nobody owes you, and then you get on your fucking soapbox and you talk about how the world owes you for being LGBT. No! Abso-fucking-lutely not. I don't owe you for shit. Do you know why? Because I've been fighting for your fucking rights. I've been speaking up this entire time. I don't give a shit about your pronouns. I give a shit about stopping child abuse. Stopping actual predators, regardless of skin color, regardless of gender. I don't give a fuck how you identify. When you are a criminal, your descriptors are what I am going to use. That is the real pronouns. That is your actual pronouns. If I see a man running down the street, he's got big muscles, he's got a beard, he's bald on top, he's got hair around the sides like me, he's wearing work boots and work pants and a Carhartt, and he's running down the street, I'm going to give a description of what I see. Work boots. If he wants to call them clodhoppers, fine, he can call them clodhoppers. What I see are boots, specifically a pair of work boots. I see a pair of work jeans. If you wants to call them draft holders, fine, call them draft holders. Call them whatever the fuck you want. But what I see is a pair of blue jeans. Their descriptor is blue jeans. When I see his jacket, he may tell me that's his pet monkey. He might have it in his head that he's going to call it a pet monkey. He's going to change it up. He's going to take the word back. We're going to call it a monkey instead of a jacket. He wants to identify as a woman. The fact is, if that person comes up to me, punches me in the face, and runs away, I'm not going to describe a woman with a monkey on her back and some wind stoppers and some clodhoppers. Because that's not what fucking happened. What happened is a man with a beard and bald and a Carhartt and a pair of blue jeans came up and punched me in the face and ran away like a little bitch. Those are the facts. F-A-C-T-S. For those of you who want to try to pretend that I'm saying mean things because I'm saying F-A-C-T-S. Facts. This country is fucking disgusting. I don't give a fuck about your pronouns. You know how much I give a shit about the LGBT community? Enough for them to have equality. This is not equality. No woman in the United States knows what equality is. We're told we can't possibly understand, but we at least try. How hard do you fucking try to understand? Where is your reason and accountability? You pretend you have a vagina and magically now you're not a male. You pretend that you have a penis and magically you're not a female. I want you to look up the story of Nora Vincent. The highest suicide rate in the country is very specifically women who transition to become men. If fat men come together like fat women are doing right now to demand that supermodels touch their penises, saying, you owe it to us to give us fat people a chance. You owe us fat men. Really? Because it seems to me that it wasn't long ago there was a whole bunch of women saying that if you pressure a woman into sex, it's rape. Well, by that very same definition, what about if you pressure a man into sex? Is that rape? If you take off the condom and you don't tell him about it, is that rape? Is that consent? He consented to have sex with you, not unprotected though. Yes, by law that is rape. We get to see how female predators, even though their crimes are far more heinous, they have to be. If a woman's crimes are not more heinous than a man's, we're not going to fucking bother, are we? Dana Jepson lost his job as an educator because he sent a text message to an underage boy. Dana Jepson of Chapel, Nebraska, some who I actually spoke up about, said good things about. Yeah, we all knew he was bisexual. It wasn't a big secret. Just nobody was willing to fuck with him because of his dad and because of his brother. Nobody would dare fuck with him. Now his dad's old, his brother's dead, his other brother moved to Cheyenne. I don't care about your pronouns. There's a lot more important things. We fought hard for you to have equality. You got equality. Well, halfway. You want to escape from all of the horrible things that happen to men. You don't want to be treated that way anymore. I get that. I don't want to be treated that way anymore. Like I was born to rape things and that's it. Not everybody who sexually assaulted me was male. Matter of fact, looking back, as an adult, nearly all of my sexual predators were females. Nicole Jarrell, Brianna Hernandez Cordona, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here stuck with you people, and by you people, I mean the human race. You blame everything on me for things that I didn't ask for. You accuse me of not doing enough no matter how much I do for you. I owe you more. I owe you more. I always owe you more. I disagree. I disagree. Every opportunity that I had to not be victimized was taken away by predators. The same predators that you pieces of shit bitch about, but you won't lift a finger to stop them if they do it to somebody else. You only care if it's the gay community, or the lesbian community, or the trans community. And just like Christians, you can't even get along amongst yourselves. You can't even agree amongst yourselves what names and what pronouns should be used. Are you going to use the proper labels for me? Or are you going to keep saying mentally ill to pretend I'm schizophrenic? Or you keep pretending that because I have a penis, I must be guilty, and there's no reason to look at the evidence? Through all of this, I was guilty until proven innocent, but never allowed to prove my innocence. I've had to do desperate things to protect children, while you want to bitch about whether or not people call you a man when you have a dick, when you have a beard, when you are dressed like a male and you want to be identified as a female. Well, I don't know that when I meet you. And if you do something wrong to me and I try to explain to the cops that somebody in clodhoppers wearing wind stoppers, and a fucking monkey on their back who's a woman. They're not going to be looking for a man in Carhartts with a beard, a pair of blue jeans, and some fucking work boots. Pull your head out of your ass, bitches. Stopping child molesters is more fucking important. Finding missing people is more fucking important. Putting pedophiles and rapists and bad fucking cops behind bars is more fucking important. You want your special rights to be observed. Well, they are. Are you making sure that my special rights as a disabled person are observed? No. Those rights are there for a reason. Disabled and at-risk adults, the homeless, and males are the most victimized people in the fucking country, bar none. Stop blaming us for your evils. I personally believe it's okay to be gay. It's not okay to shove it in our faces non-fucking stop. Your entire life revolves around being a homosexual? Well, guess what? Most heterosexuals' lives don't revolve around being a heterosexual. It revolves around basic fucking survival. Survival. Do you really think married couples only ever think about sex? They got fucking bills too. They got shitty families of their own they gotta fucking deal with. I don't owe you anymore. I'm not fighting for the LGBT community. I'm not fighting for women's rights anymore. I'm not fighting for black people's rights anymore. None of you deserve your rights because I don't have those rights. You deserve equality and nothing more. If heterosexuals wanted to come shove it in your face that they're heterosexual all the time, even openly talking to you about their disgusting sex lives. Do you want to hear that? Is that the topic of conversation you want it to change to every time? Like, what? Why can't we just have a conversation that is not surrounding your sexual preference? Okay, I get that you're fucking gay. I get it. I'm fine with you being gay. But just like with stoners, if all they do when they're stoned is talk about getting stoned and better ways of getting fucking stoned, no, I don't want to hang out with those stoners. There's nothing intellectually for me to gain. There's nothing morally for me to gain. I am simply wasting my time. I don't owe it to you to pretend like you're a woman just because you want to identify as a woman. If you want to tell me you're a woman and punch me in the face and say you can't hit me, I'm a girl, you are out of your fucking mind. Go find David and Katie Saltsman.